Warning: the following podcast contains violent scenes that may be unsettling to some listeners. Listener discretion is advised. Hello, and welcome to Hunters Hunted 2 Corruption. Join us as we tell the tale of four men bonded by their fear and hatred of the hidden monsters that reside in Washington, D.C. in September of 2009. Only time will tell if Jebediah, played by Adam B., Robert, played by Adam C., Walter, played by Chris, and Dr. Turner, played by Tillman, will survive together in this story ran by Andrew. Hunters Hunted 2 is a Vampire the Masquerade 20th Anniversary Edition expansion set in the World of Darkness. If you'd like to contact us, you can find us on Twitter at twin_cities_VTM or find us on Facebook at Twin Cities by Night. We hope you enjoy.
We left off with you guys kind of discussing your options here. We can pick back up there and just see where the three of you go. You last heard from Dr. Turner. You know, he was busy. He had business, in quotations, that he was attending to. What's your move?
I think we agreed that Robert would go to one place, talk to someone at one of the churches, do his FBI thing, play it by ear, get a vibe, call Jeb and I afterwards, kind of brief us, and if something didn't pass a smell test that he couldn't do under a professional capacity of being a Illuminati servant, he would tell us, and we'd go in there and do our incognito janitorial, get the answers that he can't get, kind of thing. I think that's what we agreed on, right?
I think so, yeah.
All right, cool. So go.
Jeb's just really excited for that mop gun.
And yeah, you go ahead, Robert. You go to the first place, and then Jeb and I will stand by. And I'd like to have a talk with Jeb after Robert does his thing.
So yeah, I'm driving to the First Baptist Church, and basically the angle that I want to take this is this is just purely procedure. I'm going to go in, introduce myself to whoever I can talk to that works there or something like that. I'm going to ask them if anybody else has been down to, or I'm just going to ask who else has been down, already assuming that other agents have come to the location, filed reports and whatever. And I'm just kind of following up, just doing my due diligence here, and just completely routine, nothing to be concerned with, just checking off on the scene of a crime.
So the First Baptist Church it's really close to downtown. There's a lot of churches in the area. It's a little bit to the northeast of the George Washington University, just directly north of the White House, in a very heavily populated area full of all kinds of activity, pretty much at all times. And this building has a very distinct appearance with tall, high arches. So imagine there are three archways, with the center archway being slightly taller than the one on the right and the left. And then above that is a very tall, even larger archway with tall, long, elongated windows that, you know how sometimes there's stained glass windows in certain churches. They have the very stretched out long stained glass windows, something like that, but not with the stained glass. It's kind of hard to describe. It's a very uniform, symmetrical building. It kind of builds up from the outside on the right and the left, just slowly building up to this tall spire almost. And it's a very distinct looking feature of architecture, easily spotted among all the other buildings around it.
How busy does this place seem right now?
Right now? No, not very busy right now. It's one of those things where they have busy times, on Wednesdays and Sundays, they would have their main sermons, and then they would have people there throughout the day, regardless of time, but not constantly populated. So at this very point in time, it's actually it's relatively sparse as far as occupants go. So walking up to the building, you drive, right?
Yes.
So would you park in a parking lot outside and walk up?
Yeah, I would just park in the main parking lot that church attendees would be using as well. And when I get out, I'm going to grab a clipboard that has some some lined paper on it, and also underneath that I'm going to be holding the case file as well, so I can reference particular dates and details if I need to. Not planning to get into that kind of stuff, but we'll see.
Okay, so there's a parking lot off to the side, and you can park there and come around the side of the building to the front. There's three sets of double doors that lead inside. There's two flights, and I put that in quotations, flights of stairs. There's like 3 or 4 steps, and then it's a flat platform that goes at a couple of feet, and then another 3 or 4 steps up. And the second set of stairs up has like a railing on the spaces where there's not stairs. So you kind of walk up, and then there's a flat area, and then walk up, and then you go to the doors. And in that in between spot, there's a couple of like people just kind of just hanging out there. You know, they look like homeless vagrants, just kind of like milling about. Not really like they belong to this congregation, or that they're people who are just like normal passerby or anything. They're just dirty homeless people just hanging out by the church. And as you're walking up, one of them, he kind of steps in front of you. He's this middle-aged man. He's maybe in his late 40s, you know, and a little bit of graying speckled in his beard that is like slightly overgrowing, and his eyes kind of bugged out and looking in 2 different directions at the same time. And he looks at you, and he's just like, you don't want to go in there, man. You don't want to go in there, man. There's lizard people in there, man. You don't want to go in there. And he like gets like right up in your face, and he smells like alcohol really bad. He's just like, you don't want to go in there, man. There's lizard people in there, man. Don't go in there, man.
Calm down, buddy. I think I'll be okay. And I kind of just try to make like a smile and friendly gesture to him.
Yeah, he's like shuffling in your way, you know, right? Like you can move towards the building, but like he keeps like kind of like he's not getting to where you can touch him, but he's getting like right in front of you until you get to the door. Just the whole time, just like, you don't want to go in there, man. Just there's lizard people in there, man. You don't want to go in there, man.
I stop before the door, and I turn around and I face him, and I put my hand out to shake his hand, and I go, Robert, my name's Robert.
He doesn't take your hand. He kind of like
something?
recoils almost. No. You don't want to go in there, man. Don't go in there. Don't go in there, man. You don't
What's the
wanna go in
matter with this place?
there. The lizard people in there, man. Lizard people in
Lizard
there, man.
people?
The lizard people. The lizard people in there, man.
What do you mean,
Yeah.
lizard people?
You don't understand, man. You don't understand, man. They'll see into your mind, man. They'll see into your mind, man. You don't want to go in there.
Look, were you around possibly on the night of... And I'm going to open up the folder and just look at the date of the murder and just kind of recite it to him casually.
Yeah, man, you don't want to go in there. You don't want to go in there. There's lizard people were there. Lizard people, they were there, man. They were there, man.
All right, well, look, here's my
see it in their
card
eyes,
if
man.
you ever
You
want
can
to
see it in their
talk.
eyes, man.
Look, hang on to this. I'm going to go in now.
No, you don't want to go in there, man. You don't want to go in there, man. And he
And
kind
I'm
of puts his
turning
hand on
around
your
and-
shoulder, and you can just smell like the body odor, that stench of someone who hasn't like bathed in like weeks. You know, as he reaches out and touches you, there's alcohol just lingering on the air, and just like, you don't want to go in there, man. You don't want to.
I'm going to try to brush him off just moving forward and just go...
He doesn't move to stop you, but he does. But like I said, he just pushes his hand on you and just like is like almost pleading in a way.
And I'm going to go in, and when I get to the other side of the door and it shuts, separating for me and the man, I stop and I just look at the shut door behind me, just somewhat chilled by that experience, by what he was saying.
Yeah, there's these large like double doors that have closed behind you, and around you it's like a marbled like kind of floor with straight wooden pews set on the right and left with the aisle in the middle, like a traditional style with a I don't know how to describe it. It's like there's against the far end of the chapel, there's like a circle glass decoration in the wall, and then there is these like a drapery of like red and gold that hangs down with the stage there where the pastor would give his sermons. And again, you know, this is like a gap between the pews on the right and the left, the straight wooden benches that line up. Churchgoers can all sit and hear the sermons and stand for stand for this the psalms that they would sing. There's three columns that go on the right and the left that go to or towards the end of the chapel, and each one by the column has like a hanging, not a lantern, but a hanging light that's like a looks like a lantern, if that makes any sense. There's like a bulb inside lighting the area very well.
I'm going to slowly kind of walk through the church, kind of walking down the aisle, like in between the pews, I guess.
Mhm.
And do I notice if anybody's there at the moment?
There are just a few people. So there are maybe two or three who are in pews, just kind of sitting and just silently like praying to themselves. It's otherwise you don't see anyone like immediately like present.
I think I'm just going to look around for a little bit and wait and see if somebody maybe approaches me.
Okay.
Just for a little bit. I'm just kind of admiring the beauty of the inside of the church.
Do you like just like walk up straight down the aisle to the
Yeah,
front,
like
or-
I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm clearly like not there to pray in the pews. I'm walking around like examining stuff.
Okay.
And it would probably seem out of place. Like what am I doing,
Yeah. It's one of those scenarios where anyone who peeks in would be like, "Oh, I need to go see what this guy is all about." So eventually, someone will notice you and come out, and it will be somebody who is wearing the robes of a clergy member. Just kind of come up and, "Is this something I can help you with?"
Hi, nice to meet you, sir. My name's Robert Esposito. I'm an agent with the Bureau, and I'm going to take out my badge and show it to him, but I'm going to very respectfully kind of hold it out and give him a chance to look at it.
He's a younger gentleman, maybe in his 30s. He's like olive complexion with short cropped hair, green eyes, and he just kind of studies you for a moment before taking the. Are you holding it out for him to take, or are you just holding it, showing it to him?
If he wants to take it, I'll let him. If he wants to like hold it and like look at it, like I'm okay with that. I'm
Yeah,
trying to kind
he
of lay
takes
all
it.
my cards
Okay.
on the table.
Yeah, he takes a moment to examine it and then hands it back to you. Okay, well, what can I help you with?
Just following up on some business about the tragedy that happened here. And I say the day. Are you the one I should talk to? Maybe we could go sit down somewhere, or is there anybody else that is in charge of this place that might be able to answer some questions?
Oh, you're talking about Father Roberts.
Yes.
Sure. I'm sorry. I thought we had already answered all the questions that we could, but I'll be glad to speak to you. Yeah, you just come with me. Come with me. He'll lead you through the building to like a back office, through a couple of hallways, and outside of the main chapel area to an area where they have a couple of different little small like rooms that have been converted into like offices. Just something that you just come inside, sit down. He sits across the other side of a desk. Excuse me. I'm Father Thompson. What can I help you with?
Well, nice to meet you, Father Thompson. I hope my presence here isn't unsettling you in any way. I'm sure some other agents have probably come down here and talked to you and taken some statements. I just need to follow up on a few things. It's really all just a matter of paperwork. There's a
Yeah.
lot of paperwork and a lot of different checking up on the same thing a few times that needs to be done. And if you could cooperate and help me get this done, I'll be out of your hair in no time. And I
Yeah,
really
yes,
appreciate
of course. And he's like nodding along as you say all this, just kind of like just head bobbling. It's like yeah. Like very cooperative and willing to help.
So you had mentioned earlier you already talked to agents, police. Who were they?
Yeah. The police, they of course,
Police?
there was the whole scenario and everything. It was tragic, of course, but
Of course, of course.
we gave him everything that we had. There's the security footage and everything that we had to go off of. What else can I do for you?
The security footage. Who currently has that?
I don't exactly know really. I gave it over to the officers in charge
Of
of the
course, of
investigation.
course.
I just whatever we can do to help. We don't exactly keep like long-term records or anything like that. What is it you need from me? What can I do to help you?
Well, I'm just looking into things for myself, just trying to get my own recollection of the statements given to the police. It's all just a bit of a listen. This thing here, it really bothers me. It's very troublesome. I was a choir boy myself when I was younger.
Oh, of course, yes, I was too.
And the church is especially one as beautiful as this. It's a place for community and a place to feel safe. And it's very tragic and hurts me personally that somebody would make a mockery of that and use this place for violence. Do you remember anything specifically about that day? Were you in the church at all?
No. I wasn't present. Unfortunately, there wasn't anyone else here at the time. It was just a bad circumstance. It was a late night, and he was the only one who stayed. And these from the footage, or from what I saw, so they come in and they just shot him down. Just there was some words exchanged, but we don't have audio recording with our security. It's not something you think of whenever you're putting in security system for a church. That you'd need to record voice, but they were speaking for a few minutes, and then they just shut him down and left. This is really tragic. It's something that I still can't get out of my head. I hope the Lord is watching over his soul.
And Robert will nod his head and do the sign of the cross.
Are you Catholic?
Yes, Roman Catholic. Went to Catholic school when I was younger and everything.
Oh, I won't hold it against you. And he kind of gives like a half-hearted chuckle.
But seriously, I try to keep my faith, and even though this job it tests me sometimes.
Well, we appreciate everything that you do. And if there's anything that I can do, any other information you need from me, just tell me, and I'll do whatever I can to help you. We want to we want to find these people. Our community, we are grieving, and it's quite a loss for us. He's a good man.
So I'm going to start taking out one of my business cards, and I'm going to go ahead and hand it to him, and I'm going to say, "Listen, I'm not sure how much I can really divulge about this. It's official matters, but we're thinking that this case might be connected to a few other cases, and it's one of those things that it's very unsettling. Surely you understand the damage and the repercussions that this could have on how people view our places of worship and our faith. And if you know anything, please just call me. And I hope that you'll call me first.
Oh, absolutely.
As a man of faith myself, I really want to be the one who brings this to its rightful end. I feel that it is my purpose, from and I look to the sky.
Yes, I understand, and the Lord will watch over you. I am sure.
Thank you, Father. And I'm gonna leave. Now I just want to get access to the police report.
How are you going to go about that?
I probably would call Jeb or Walter first to just basically tell them what I got.
Who are you calling?
I'm calling Walter.
Are you sure?
I'm calling Jeb.
I'm only asking because of recent circumstances.
Yeah, I'm calling Jeb.
Okay, Jeb, your phone rings.
Hello.
Hey, it's Robert. Are you guys on your way down here?
What's up, Bobby? Where are you at?
So I just talked to the priest that was here now. He gave me a rundown of the events that happened. He said that the local police have the security footage. Said they don't hang on to the security there, so they don't hang on to the footage there for too long. So I'm not really sure we're going to have any luck trying to steal a copy or anything like that.
Why ain't they got the footage?
I think they handed it over to the police. So my next best bet is to try to get a copy of this from the police. Try to use my position to have them give us what they know.
Am I sitting there while this call's going on? Are we in your truck now, or
Yeah, we're in the truck, and the call will be on speaker.
did they say anything else? Anything of interest?
Nothing really really stuck out. Just that the priest was gunned down. I think he said it was 3 guys. I'm thinking I'll get the police report. We'll get the footage, and in the meantime, we can check out one of the other churches.
All right. There's no witnesses or anything who you've talked to or anything like that?
The priest that I talked to said the man that was there that night was there by himself. He stayed later sometimes, but no known witnesses that he was able to tell me of.
Okay, what I'm about to say, I'm not saying the metagame. I just want to know that. I would. So just get it on the table out of character. Anything that you noticed without your FBI lens on?
There was a guy outside. He was warning me not to go in. It's a real fucking creep. He got in my face and everything, was saying that there was lizard people inside.
Lizard people.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a nut. I could smell the booze on him. Just one of the homeless just hanging out there. But something he said, and he put his hand on me, and shit freaked me out.
What's wrong with smell like booze?
And what's wrong with believing in lizard people?
Look, I gave him my card too. I don't know if
No,
probably lost it already.
Robert.
Yeah.
You were looking at things like how your masters want you to look at them.
Well, how the hell do you think I should look at it?
You're blowing off that man who might have perceived things that a lot of people haven't perceived.
Maybe you should go talk to him. He's probably
Maybe
still there.
Yeah, maybe I should. Jeb, look at him. I'm in the passenger side of a shotgun. Will you head over to that church?
Hey, let's go to the church.
All right, let's have a talk with this guy.
The First Baptist Church of the city of Washington, D.C.
Yeah, let's head over there. Sound good?
Sounds good. Let's get going.
All right.
See what you can find. I'm going to try to move on to location 2. Look, keep me in the loop, all right?
Will do. Thank you again for the call, and thank you for everything that you do, Robert.
Rewind. I'm actually not going to go to location 2. What I want to do is actually go back to the bureau headquarters, or see if I can go to the local police and get some records. That's my next step.
Jeb and Walter will pick up with you guys. You are headed towards the First Baptist Church of Washington, D.C. What's going on in your heads?
Walter feels like he needs to have a talk with Jeb now that he's sober about the events of last night.
Jeb's
Oh,
hoping
sorry.
he gets to use that mop gun.
Not a good combination.
Yeah, not at all. Not at all. Not at all. Jebediah,
Walt?
can I get one of your cigarettes before I go into what I'm going into?
Yeah, why not? Jeb will pull out a pack of cigarettes from his front shirt pocket and pass it over. The lighter's stuffed in the pack.
I'll take one out, light it, and roll down the window of his truck, which I imagine is one of those old school, like actually have to roll it down. I look out the window and I'm like, Jeb, I don't know if I ever told you this before, but I look at you like a son in many ways. I never had kids of my own, and you're probably the closest thing I had to a kid. But in a weird way, you helped me out when I needed help the most. And I want you to know that I love you for that, okay?
You can have kids with all them drugs you do?
Probably not. I probably shot that away, but I'm past that age anyways. I was too consumed with my career like I am consumed with drugs now, I suppose. Well, that's neither here nor there. I just want to get this out in the open right now. If you do love me, if it's reciprocated, and if you do think that I am a compromise to you all, do it. You understand? And I turn and look at him square in the eyes. You do without hesitation, but don't hold it against me. And know that I will be in heaven waiting for you once this is all said and done.
Jeb, still, very focused on the road in front of him, gets a very serious look on his face. Walt, I will go and do it whether you told me to or not.
And that's why I love you. And just so you know, I've had this talk with Gregory, and I've had this talk with Robert too. They are all on the same sheet of music as you are, okay?
Music? I'm playing no instrument.
Okay, just let's get to the church. I want to talk to this person.
Okay,
All right.
the church.
So the two of you pull up to this First Baptist Church. It's a beautiful structure in an otherwise metropolitan area. Outside, again, there's these vagrants just kind of hanging about on the stairs, kind of polluting the area with their presence, making it seem just very unwelcoming with all of these people who are just like blocking passage inside, just a couple of them, not too many, but they do like move in front of anyone who is like trying to go inside. Some of them like begging, some of them just spouting off nonsense. How do you approach?
I motioned to Jeb. I'm like, let me take the lead on this, but come with me, please. But this isn't normal. Usually, from my days of journalism, I've seen churches will help the homeless, and the homeless will be receptive to that. But right now, the homeless look like they don't want people to go in there. And that should be a sign. But just follow my lead. This is a sign something's not right here. And this is what I was talking about with Robert.
Give me just a minute there. Walt, I got a thing to do. And Jeb will reach behind the seat into a bag, and he'll pull out a nice big hefty revolver, and he'll slide it inside his jumpsuit. And then he'll pull out a nice big Bowie knife, slide that into his jumpsuit, and then he'll pull out a tiny little pistol, look at it for a second, and then hand it to Walter.
Thank you, Jeb.
And then he'll reach inside the bag and pull out a much bigger pistol and slide it into his jumpsuit. Okay, we can go now.
I put it back, or put the pistol in somewhere where it can't be seen, and then I get out of the truck and I start walking towards the homeless people. Now, just so you know, storyteller, I am handling this like I would handle when I would be out on the beat handling a story, like going and looking for people who may have seen something, getting real life accounts of tragedies, or speaking to the unseen, or people that can kind of give you a perception or a perspective of a story that couldn't be given by facts, you know. So he's like kind of like feeling like in his element right now. I would almost say going out there and doing that. So I'm just gonna kind of like walk around. And I'm gonna like look at the people who are kind of like trying to block people's way, and I think I'm gonna test the waters a little bit and just like start walking towards the church nonchalantly and see if I can get any of these homeless people kind of like trying to intercept with me.
Yeah, there's at least one guy who kind of like steps out in front of you and is seemingly like blocking your path. Like he would, if you try to move to the right or left or whatever, he kind of stands in your way. He doesn't like immediately move, like get in your personal space, but moves to be in front of you and just kind of mumbles to himself, and he's like kind of scratching his chin, you know, just like, yeah, you don't want to go in there, man. You don't want to go in there, man. You don't want to go in there.
Really?
And he has that description I described before, you know, with his like eyes kind of like one of them focusing on you, the other focusing off in another direction. Just you don't want to go in there, man. You don't want to go in there, man. You don't want to go in.
And why is that, sir? Why don't you want me to go in there?
Lizard people are in there, man. You don't want to go in there, man. The lizard people are in there, man.
They're real, aren't they?
Go in there, man. Yeah, man. The lizard people are in there, man. You don't want to go in there, man. You don't want to go in there.
Don't worry. Shh, don't worry. I'm not going in there. What's your name?
Don't worry about me, man. You just don't worry about you, man. You don't want to go in there, man. You don't want to go in there.
I know that.
Lizard people in there, man.
Don't worry.
Don't worry about
they're
me,
real.
man.
Oh, I know they're real. I talk about them all the time. I try to expose them. Don't worry, I'm not going in there.
And his eyes get kind of wide, and he's like, you don't want to do that, man. You don't want to do that, man. You don't want to do that. Then they'll come and get you, man. You don't want to do that. Just don't go in there, man. Don't go in there, man.
They come after you before?
They come after me before, man. They come after everybody before, man. They come after you. They come after you, man. You better watch out, man.
Are you hungry?
And he kind of like looks around. He's like, yeah, man. Yeah. I can eat, man.
You want something to eat?
Yeah. I'm hungry, man.
Hey,
Yeah.
Jeb, can you go grab some food just real quick? And I just motion if there's like any kind of fast food place. Is there a fast food place or anything like that around here?
I honestly have no idea.
Jeb, do you got anything in your car? I know Jeb has some food in his car, right?
There's got to be something close by, right?
Yeah.
I got like a protein bar and some beer.
Yeah, there's a Shake Shack right around the corner.
Why don't you go get him some food? I'm going in the church.
Okay.
And Joe will just walk into the church.
I'm like, all right, and I tell the guy to like come with me, and I'm like, Jeb, call me if you need anything.
Okay.
So what's your name again? What's your name, buddy?
Oh, I can't tell you my name, man. I can't tell you my name.
Okay, my name's Walter.
No, don't tell me, man. Don't tell me, man. Don't tell me your name, man. That's not okay. You can't tell me your name, man.
Okay.
It's not safe, man.
Listen,
they'll get in your mind, man. They'll get in your mind.
I just kind of.
And he gets like really still for a second. You know, he's been like moving. His hands have been touching his shoulders and just kind of like constantly like in motion. But he gets like suddenly like really still, and he like looks you dead in the eyes. It's like you can't tell him your name, man. You can't tell him your name.
Listen, I appreciate you helping me. I appreciate you watching out for people. This says a lot about your character. It says you're doing something good. Why do you do this?
Because, man. Because, man. They look at you, man. You can't.
Do they hurt you?
No, man. Yeah.
Do they hurt someone that you know?
Yeah, man. They hurt people. Yeah, man. You can't just. No, you can't tell people.
They hurt my friends too. They've hurt people close to me too. I know what it's like. That your peers out there that are trying to stop people. They know people too who are hurt by these things.
Yeah, man, I saw it, man. I saw it. This was like,
You
can't do
saw.
it, man.
When was the last time you saw it?
This, it was bad, man. You can't.
Was it the other night?
I don't know, man. I don't know. It's just
Hmm.
if you see their eyes, and he
And
he kind of pauses for a moment. And he like looks at you. His eyes are wide and desperate. Just
they're-
really like
Yeah.
he almost has this panicked look on his face, and just if their eyes, if they go gold, you gotta run, man. Gotta run, man. If it looks like gold, you gotta run, man. It's not good for you, man. You can't. You just
And
gotta
they're in
run.
there. And they're in there. They're in the church.
They're everywhere, man. They're watching you, man. They're watching you. They're watching me. They're watching us all, man.
But listen, I know that. I know that. But why do you not want me to go in that church? Are there some of them in that church?
They're watching it, man. They're here. They're here. They're here. I
All
said too
around.
much. I
Listen.
said too much, man. And he's like looking around. He's like, "You have a good night, man. You have a good night." And he just starts walking away. And he's holding his shoulders with his arms, one on each, and he's just
Shit.
ducking his head down and just like almost like he's curling up as he's walking away from you.
Shit. I'm looking at Jeb. Is Jeb inside yet?
Yeah.
Ah, fuck, motherfuck. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like turning around. I'm like beelining. As I'm beelining to the church, like to go like get inside there with Jeb. I'm like whipping out my phone and I'm like dialing up Robert at this moment while I'm like following him.
All right. Cut to Jeb.
God, I
Jeb.
love you, Jeb.
You went inside.
Yep.
What are you doing?
Jeb's gonna take a look around, see what he can see with his clear-sighted merit.
Yeah. It's a beautiful building. It's a nice structure. It's very picturesque. I don't know how else to describe it besides what I've already said with like the organs. Actually, that's one thing I can mention is that there is an organ that is like filling up a whole area that you see in some like movies and even cartoons even sometimes where there's just this like huge assortment of like pipes and things just assorted around so that the organ has all these different sounds they can play. There is that on top of the just extravagant decoration and grandeur that this whole structure has. It's a very beautiful place.
Jeb's gonna look around in awe for a minute, and then he's gonna look around to see if he's got anyone else in there with him.
At the moment, no. He's mostly left alone. Like I said before, there are some people who are here and present, but they're not like they're churchgoers who are just here to like pay their respects or pray.
Okay. Jeb will join them in prayer. He'll slide up into a pew. Jeb's going to take his time. He's going to kneel. He's going to pray. He's going to mutter a little bit to himself, going over in his head whether or not to shoot Walt, whether or not he should shoot Robert, wondering whether or not they're all compromised and he should just suicide vest the whole bunch.
I want you to roll 3 dice. Tell me what they say.
Just 3 dice, period.
Yes, I'm not going to tell you why.
3, a
but
3, and a 7.
It is based on what you said, what's on your sheet. So,
Okay, a 3, and a 7.
okay. So you're sitting here kneeling, and you're thinking about your situation. You're thinking about all the things that have happened recently, and you're thinking about the things you've seen, things you've heard about, and all your feelings on all those things. And you just have this sense of sympathy that is hard for you to escape right now. It's just this sense that as fucked up as Walter's situation is, and as fucked up as everything he's going through, he's really trying, and you really respect that. In this very moment right now, you're just feeling like, damn, he's trying. He really is. That's your conscience, by the way. You're sitting here and you're contemplating and you're thinking and you're just like, man, everything is so fucked up, but he's really trying. And you can sympathize with this in this very moment. You're just like, you're feeling that. And then in comes Walter. Scene's on you guys.
Jeb.
Yeah, well,
We need to talk outside, like right now. And you see, he kind of looks a little like giving you the look. We've probably
I am communing with the Lord here.
Jeb, look at me. We need to talk outside now.
Damn it, Walter, I am in the house. And Jeb is like raising his voice for this. I am in the house of God trying to commune with the Lord.
I'm going to walk up to Jeb briskly, put my mouth to his ear, and be like, this is not an house.
Some old lady, like a couple of pews away, is just like, shh.
Sorry, ma'am. And I whisper in his ear, this is not an house of the Lord, Jeb. Are you picking up what I'm putting down right now?
Jeb will look at the floor. Wait, what?
Look out outside now.
Fine.
And I kind of like walk out and I kind of like smile to the lady who's probably giving us the stank eye right now.
Oh,
as I'm
yeah.
like-
Stink eye is being had.
as I walk outside. As soon as we get outside, I'm going to head towards the truck. Like I'm not saying anything. And as soon as we get to like the side of the truck, I'm going to turn and look at him. I'm going to make sure to look around and be like, Jeb, I think these, look at this. Just hear me out. These people have all experienced something together. And I kind of motion to like the homeless people, like trying to block people's way getting in. These people, they know, they've been witness. They've talked to someone. They're saying that place isn't safe. Out of character. Can I roll an occult roll to see if the golden eyes thing like sticks out at all as like a sign?
Only because it's you and no one else. I will let you roll intelligence occult at a difficulty of, we'll call this a 9.
I'm going to spend a willpower point, so that brings me down to 2 willpower points. Holy shit! 4 successes all together, man.
Wow.
Fuck
Okay.
me.
Walter has memories of seeing something like this firsthand, and it sets this like almost primal fear in his heart, because when he thinks about this, he thinks of Iris. He thinks of her eyes turning this like, she has this just beautiful, just like, brown eyes that sometimes in the right light they just look so golden and flecked with gold. And when this happens, like there's nothing you can do except to focus on them because it's so beautiful. And you think about this and you're just like, wow, I've seen this before. And it's starting to come together in your mind. You're just like, sometimes whenever you see this, it's just like it's paralyzing in a way. You're just so entranced by this absolute beauty from this just golden perfection in their eyes. And you're just so drawn into it, and there's nothing you can do. And immediately from that, your mind goes, it's one of their tricks. It's one of the tricks that they do to pull you under their sway.
Obadiah, listen to me. They talk of golden eyes, and she did it on me. It's a trick of theirs, and they've been doing it to these people, Jeb. And something in there is tied to that. Are you hearing what I'm saying, Jebediah? Are you hearing what I'm saying right now? That place needs to go down. It needs to burn, Jeb.
So what you're saying is your dead lady friend is messing around with the Lord's house?
Something of their kind. It's a trick of theirs, Jeb. They can do that. It's not tied to her, but she did it to me. And they are saying that talking to this man, all those people who are preventing them subconsciously are preventing these people from going in the church have been victims, or people they know have been victims. They are victims like us, Jeb. And if these other churches are somehow tied, that means not only are they in the institutionalized government, Jeb, these things control the institutions of religion too. Do you see what this means? It means that they have their fingers in everything, Jeb. But it means we know now. It means we can strike, Jeb. We need to talk to Robert. We need to warn Robert about going into these other places without us at least in backup. And we need to talk to Gregory. And we need to eradicate these places, Jeb.
How you planning on doing that? We ain't gonna burn down no churches.
Oh, you don't even know.
I ain't gonna burn down no churches.
Jeb, these aren't churches. These are fronts. These are fronts for those creatures that killed your wife. These are fronts for those creatures that have played me. These are fronts for creatures that killed Robert's partner and also are responsible for the death of Gregory's children. And they are playing on your emotions. You not wanting to do anything about it is what they hope for. That's why they hide behind the shield of the government and of the religions and of everything in this world, because they know that no one will want to tear those down. Jeb, we are freedom fighters. If we don't do it, no one will. We don't have to burn the fucking churches down, but we need to destroy whatever's controlling these churches. Think about that old lady that's in there right now, Jeb. She doesn't know. What if they're manipulating her? What if they're using her? What if she becomes a victim of theirs? What about the children, Jeb, that these places use? All those people who don't know what surrounds them. Now, are you picking up what I'm throwing down, Jeb?
So what you're saying is that we're going to need a lot of fertilizer.
A lot, Jeb. A lot.
Oh, hello again, folks. I'd like to tell you about the Facebook group we run called White Wolf and Onyx Path RPGs, Gameplay and Media. Have you ever wished you could have an easy way to find gameplay videos and podcasts, or just media in general that deals with your favorite White Wolf role-playing games? Or have you ever wished you could find a forum to share gameplay that you have recorded? One that won't be drowned out by random posts and discussions, so that your media could get the attention you deserve. The group is specifically run with the sole intent of it being a one-stop shop for people to view or share media involving the games we all love. We take thorough steps to ensure the page does not become cluttered and is easy to traverse. The group is already immense and continuing to rapidly grow, with new media being shared every day. Stop on by. We hope to see you there.